Caribbean. She won't be going any further away than St. Vincent's prison.
What if she didn't do it?
A lot of people in St. Vincent's prison didn't do it, Mr. Ray. At least, not to the right people.
You sound like you know what you're talking about, Maria.
I should. My mother died in that prison for no other crime than she loved the wrong man.
Your father?
He was a politician, white bread and British to the hilt. Then one day on a tour of the Outer Isles, he saw my mother and was possessed by her magic. Odd match. He and Oxford appointed the queen, she a voodoo priestess and descendant of a runaway slave. It was a time of political upheaval. Both the French and African factions wanted more voice in the government, but the rich British minority feared the loss of control. For the love of her people, my mother became their voice, and my father began to lose favor. After bombing the police station, my mother was arrested, even though she'd been in the arms of my father at the time. My father was transferred by the British Parliament to the Falkland Islands. I was born in St. Vincent's prison, in the same cell my mother died in. Soon after, it was discovered the bombings had been the work of the radical French Liberty Party.
I'm sorry, Maria. Nothing can make up for the raw deal I've handed some of us. Your father?
He doesn't even know I exist.
Let go of her!
You got things a little wrong, fella.
Yeah, sure, like I got it wrong with that frag Andre.
You know, Drake Gal, bro.
He was always groping after us if he didn't have enough already.
Thursby, no!
Now you coming here nosing around?
Thursby, didn't your brother tell you not to play with sharp things?
Thursby, please! He's insanely jealous. He doesn't know what he's saying.
It's not what he's saying that's got me worried.
What is going on here?
Thursby here was just showing me some of the dance steps he learned in West Side Story.
I see. You just met his girl named Maria.
Sorry about getting you wet like that, but I had a choice. You get wet, or I get stabbed. Wasn't a tough choice.
You know how to liven up a place, Mr. Just Plain.
Tell me about Andre, madame. I'm sure you know more about him than anybody else, even the police.
Are you the police?
No, madame. I'm my own kind of man, which is the loneliest kind of all.
Then why should I tell you anything?
Because the longer Andre's murderer is loose, the longer the St. Vincent police have to dig deep into this place and uncover evidence that would close you down forever. Something they didn't do before because of Andre Galbraith's connections, I suspect.
You're a very intuitive man, Mr. Rick. But why do you want to find Andre's murderer? Certainly not for the preservation of Café Noir.
I have my reasons. Were you and Andre a team?
Once, yes. For a while, I was his partner in life. I was your typical radical college student, longing for a worthy cause to jump behind, to make sacrifices for. I was your standard, full-hearted romantic that colleges put out with as much volume as these islands grow bananas. But then I met Andre and his radical French political party. He was a mature, handsome, and sexy man, with piercing eyes and a hypnotic voice. The kind of man women fall in love with easily. He was everything I dreamed of, and I gave him everything. Slowly, politics gave way to smuggling. The black market was much more profitable than politics, and his political connections helped his enterprise flourish. Women have a weakness for dangerous men, Mr. And he was mine. You can even surprise yourself as how far you'll go when you're hopelessly in love with someone. I never stopped loving him.
But he stopped loving you.
Not stopped. Just changed.
Madam, it is imperative I speak with you. Someone has been in M. Gavro's office.
The motives for Andre Galbraith's murder were coming fast and furious. Unfortunately, the gal I had to clear was the last seen with the deceased before he washed up on a beach with 2 slugs in him. But the violently jealous Thursby looked like the pill even the St. Vincent police would swallow. Although it looked like Thursby suddenly swallowed some lead.